I mean, like, honestly, they don't run the game that much differently than Scott, if you think about it. What's really that different? They pinch hit, they use the bench some a little bit more in the one game, and move some guys around. The one difference, I guess, with the bullpen usage is would Scott have went to Munoz in the eighth instead of Trent Thornton? Right now, I think Dan's trying to feel out what they can handle and what they can anyways. But they don't run that different. They talk about dominate the zone still. Like, they talk about all win the 0-1-1 counts. That was prevalent when Scott was here. I think sometimes just the difference is largely personality-wise. Scott could get kind of tense, and I felt like last year, early on in the season, and then when they really started scuffling, like, the tenseness around Scott rubbed off on the players a little bit at times. Nobody was happy for most of last season when everything started to go wrong. To me, it's very similar to what Scott does. They do almost everything the same, other than, like, the biggest difference is the hitting standpoint, and how they approach it, what their messaging is, what they believe is successful and what isn't in a lot of ways. And really, that's still an approach that most of these guys have heard growing up in life, so it wasn't, like, drastic. But it's just focus more on that. And it wasn't like Scott wanted, all or nothing swings. It's just how the messaging came across to get to that point was different.